we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Got a man, it's Concepcion. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
Listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
When you reach this point of the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Makes the catch. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. The Tigers have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Tries again to get it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. They'll run it on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. The give to the single back. Nice move there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Takes a hit as he fires. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking for room, it's Moss. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this... And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Wilson. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line and brings up 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's such a nice play getting that sack. And I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
Makes the catch. It's Concepcion. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. They punt it away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now,
he's got it for a big play. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Tigers heading quickly to the line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires toward the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quick handoff. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They will score! Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 7 over SMU. Never know what's going to happen.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fights off the defender. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on first and 10. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. With the catch, it's Green. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. He'll pull it on the read. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's caught downfield. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Touchdown, Tiger! Put it in the window for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Moss. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. As always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And we talked about this at half, man. They've got to start to pressure the quarterback more. This offense had a lot of success. You got to make this guy feel uncomfortable. And the first drive, out of the half, they do exactly that.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. The field goal is no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air. It's Nussmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in? Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Takes the handoff. It's Moss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It'll be a draw. Got a little space.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead. It's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. Got enough for the first. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the field goal unit is on the field. Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Craver. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. That's caught. It's Concepcion. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Concepcion. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Snagged in the middle. It's Concepcion. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Makes the catch. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. From the gun. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Handoff from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Got a man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Shows him the stiff arm. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Looking for space. It's lost. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Caught close to the marker, it's Concepcion. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Bussy. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Under fire. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll give it to the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. With the clock running, this should be the final play. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things and win. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very...
two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So LSU's offense takes the field. With the excellence of both programs over the last nearly 20 years, we expect hotly contested back-and-forth battles. But Alabama took an early lead and didn't look back, and as the old saying goes, the Tide don't lose in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, it was ugly. I mean, there's no other way to spin it. It was not a good day for LSU. LSU usually plays good at home, right? Like, we expect this game to be kind of back and forth. But Jalen Milroe, yep, he just scored again. He did it at will, Palmer.
185 rushing yards and 4 TDs for Milroe, but also the Bama defense dominated. They created 3 takeaways. Alabama showed up last year. LSU did not. LSU has got to get off the bus, ready to go and play with their hair on fire in this one.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hilton.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the sticks, it's Horton. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Miller with the ball. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the... And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run. It's not just eat clock.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You've got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Offense gets set for second down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The short hands, it's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. To pass. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Oh, they're after him. Caught over the middle, it's Bernard. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. The give is to Miller. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll close the gap to 14.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kick? A good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of point.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides to the back. Got room to work. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
Yeah, and when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And some room to work. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for...
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Here's a hit. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, the running back has it. Ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That'll close the gap to 14.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's open on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. LSU quick to the line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's Anderson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been a story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to throw again. Going to try to get it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's incomplete. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll close the gap to 14.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for room, it's Durham. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and pull it away. It'll be 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Gus Meyer. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd down after the run. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Snagged in the middle, it's Bernard. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Miller with the ball. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake. Finds his tight end. That defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Got the first down and more. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown LSU. And they take it in for 6 more points.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To throw, it's Simpson. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Looking deep. Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. Finds a seam. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
Well, you could draw a line in the I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right.
Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Dukes will put total leather to crank us up. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Appalachian State's offense will go on the attack first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point, and I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The give to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Mountaineers are on the move. To the air, it's Swan. Dings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Grabs behind the line. It's Barnes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just keeps slinging it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, App State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the James Madison Dukes offense will have its first possession of the game. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Handoff from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Barnett. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Already makes the grab on the right. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Gets it out fast. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Alston. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Trying to punch it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, just stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Swan. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Stroman. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's coming. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll go to the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright, and that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They go right back to it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? To the air, it's Barnett. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Dozier.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Look out, he's got room. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Dukes with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Barnett. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Quarterback on the keeper. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Swan. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Dukes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Touch pass on the run. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Dukes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Kyle. That should be the final play of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Bridgeford Stadium.
The Mountaineers will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll do it himself. Past the 40. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Dukes are on the move. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Kyle. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Leaves it with the running back.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Mountaineers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Dozier. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. On the run, it's Roberts. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to him. Oh, better look out. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Snags it over the middle. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. He'll keep it himself. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to pass. It's Swan. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Give to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. East Carolina has the lead right now. Greenville has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Dukes will punt it away on 4th down. He's got it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Strowman. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Finds his man in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kyle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. The inside handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. He'll take a shot. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Finds his man. It's Sanchez. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Gives it on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Got a man. It's Dozier. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got a man. It's Barnes. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it?
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, do they set up some field position. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the 1st down and more. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dukes!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Back to throw, it's Barnett. And this will be incomplete. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics.